Hi, it's Bethany Norman from Nouveau Yoga. This little sequence is designed to get your upper back moving, so exercises to strengthen as well as to release some tension. It's been a hot week, so this is going to be all sort of lying, kneeling, keeping pretty low to the mat. We won't do any standing poses today because otherwise I'll overheat. So hopefully you can join me. We're going to be using something like a block if you don't have a block. So that could be just a book, a thick book like a dictionary is ideal if you still have something like that. And you can start lying on your back. So come down to join me. And once you're lying on your back, your knees are bent, feet and knees about hip distance. You're going to extend the arms overhead here. And we're taking the focus to the upper back, remember. So you're going to press the fingertips up towards the ceiling. Feel those shoulder blades really widen away from one another, taking a breath in. And then slowly just release and soften and feel the upper back connect to the mat as you exhale. And again, pressing away, fingertips to the ceiling, inhaling. And release, soften, exhale. Feel that slight openness and width through the chest. One more time, extend. And release. And then you're going to open the arms out to the sides here, letting the arms hover off the mat. Just taking a couple of breaths, feel the stretch all through the chest, through the arms. Really lengthen the fingertips away from one another. Lower belly pulling in. One more breath. And then the arms extend back behind you now. So again, they're still hovering off the mat. And make sure you have the arms at a position that's comfortable for you. So don't have them too far back so the chest is sort of popping out. Maybe just keep them in the peripheral vision. Once more, you're lengthening through the arms here. Just notice where the shoulder blades, where the upper back is. Another breath. Now bringing the arms to goalpost arms. So that's where the elbows are bent. The elbows are in line with the shoulders and the hands are in line with the elbows. I'll just pop up and show you what I mean. So they should be like this. So you're taking a breath in here, so arms are still hovering off the mat, and then draw elbows down towards the waist as you exhale, so kind of chicken wings. And then just release the arms back to that goalpost position, inhaling, so nice and slow and controlled. And then draw elbows down to waist, exhale. Releasing, inhaling. Nice and slow, twice more, just in your own time. And if you had a bit more time to do this, you could do any of these exercises a couple of extra repetitions. And then that's the last one. We release your goalpost arms, inhaling, and then you can take those arms back and overhead, exhale. We'll take a breath in here. Press the lower back to the mat and then slowly lifting up into your bridge pose with the arms lifted as you exhale. Breath in and slowly releasing spine down, exhale. We'll do that again. Lower back presses to the mat, inhale and slowly lifting to bridge, exhale. Holding here, breath in. Releasing down, spine to the mat, exhale. And just do that one more time. Trying to keep that upper back, shoulder blades nicely in contact with the mat. When you've released that last time, taking a breath in, and you can take the arms down by your sides, exhale. Okay. Come over onto all fours now. So onto your hands and knees. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Nice long spine, breath in here. And then taking chin to chest, rounding your back as you exhale. We're going to open through the chest. You're coming into your cow pose, inhaling. And rounding your back to cat, exhale. So take 2 more rounds of your cat-cow, just keeping that gentle focus on the upper back. Notice what it's doing as you're moving in your cat-cow. Feel that stretch as you come into cat. spine. And then when you're done, you release into a neutral spine, and we'll do the first exercise with the block here. So you're going to place the block, I'll just turn around, you're going to place a block under your left hand, and you're still staying in your 4-point kneeling. We're going to work with the right arm circle, so you're circling that arm back and up, taking a breath in, and round, down, exhale. Nice and slow, back and up, breathing in, and round, exhale. Just do that one more time, making sure left shoulder's still over wrist. And then we're going to reverse it. So that arm comes forward, up, breath in, and round, down, exhale. Nice, slow circles, 2 more times. Make sure you're still pressing into that left hand as well. You're not collapsing into the left shoulder. And then we'll just simply swap over, so taking the block underneath the left hand, underneath the right hand. We're going to work with the left arm, we'll circle it back to start with, up as you breathe in, and forward, down, exhale. And again, in that same direction, nice and slow. Remember to breathe. One more round. You can follow the hand with the gaze if that feels comfortable. And then we'll take it in the opposite direction, so stretching forwards and up. Breathing in, round, down, exhaling. 2 more times. And I think that was twice more, so we're coming back to all fours. I always lose count, even though I only have to count to 3. So you're on all fours, taking a breath in, and this time you're going to look up into your cow pose as you exhale, so it's the opposite breath that we normally do. Rounding the back to cat, inhaling. Looking up, cow, exhale. And just do that twice more. Just taking note with this opposite breathing, how it feels. Neutral when you're done, and then taking the knees wide, settling back into a child's pose. So just take the weight off the arms, off the hands for a moment. Just settle and release, just a couple of breaths here. And still in your child's pose, just shuffle your knees together so you've got parallel thighs, taking a breath in, and you're going to press into the shins and lift all the way up into your thunderbolt pose. So arms are coming overhead to your parallel position as you exhale. Taking an inhale here, and then slowly lower back down to child's pose. Exhale. Pressing into shins, lift, inhaling. Lower down, child's pose, exhale. And we're going to lift, inhale, this time holding here, and then just circle your arms down to your sides, exhale. Pausing, palms face gently forwards, just closing the eyes if that feels comfortable, or soften the gaze. And you're taking your awareness to your posture. So just get that sensation, you've got a nice straight line through the body. You've got hips over your knees, shoulders over the hips, and the neck and head just nice and relaxed and softly sitting up on top of the spine. Just taking another breath with this awareness. And then we're going to stretch out through the hips a little bit. So I want you to step forwards with the right foot. And you'll need your block again, or whatever you're using. You're going to place the right hand onto the right thigh. I've got my fingers facing inwards. I'm taking a breath in, just just notice if you get that stretch already through the front of the left hip. And then if it feels good, you can start to hinge yourself forwards, bringing a hand onto that block. And then still in this position, tuck the back toes. Just notice if that creates any change, any difference. Notice if you've more of a stretch or less. And then with the toes tucked, just starting to straighten yourself up again. Notice how that feels, taking a few more breaths. And you can untuck that back toe, stepping the right knee back and just simply swapping over. So that's the left foot stepping forwards. Taking the left hand to the left thigh. Just pause here for a breath. You might already start to notice that stretch. You might just want to stay where you are in that upright position. If it's feeling okay, you can bring hand down to the block. Just another breath or two. And then tuck those back toes, the right toes. We'll take a couple of breaths like this. And then starting to straighten up without losing too much of that dip of the hips. So it's more the spine that's straightening up. So you're kind of accentuating or elongating through the front of the right hip. And then untucking right toes, taking left knee back, and come back to that kneeling position and just notice how that feels now. Do you have any more sort of looseness through the hips? Is it a bit more comfortable to stay like this? And gently allowing the eyes to open if they were closed. We're going to continue now with a bit of work for the upper back, for the shoulders, sort of around the shoulder blades. So I'm taking a breath in here, and then press the hands back, so palms are facing forward. Press the arms back as you exhale, and then just release and soften. Inhaling, arms come forward again, and we press back, exhale. Do that twice more. Really focus on the upper back, drawing those shoulder blades together. Making sure shoulders are away from the ears though. Inhale, release, and holding for the exhale. Now we're going to take the arms out to the sides here, and you want to have the palms kind of facing up, so the thumbs are back and your little fingers will be facing towards me. Again, we just pause and hold, stretching the arms away from each other. And then taking a breath in, and we'll do that same backwards movement, so focus on the upper back and pull the arms back behind you, exhale. Release back to that neutral position, inhaling, and pull arms back, exhale. And do that twice more. And just notice if your posture's started to move or be pulled out of alignment, and just see if you can hold that posture. So you might need to just push the hips gently forwards, last one there. Inhaling, and we bend the elbows, exhale, this time palms face forwards, inhale. And then draw elbows down towards waist, exhale. Soften and release. Back to goalpost arms, inhaling. And pull elbows down, exhale. Twice more. Focus on the posture, focus on the upper back. And releasing. You can lengthen the arms, inhale, and place the hands to the small of the back as you exhale. And you're taking a breath in there, and then see if you can squeeze the elbows together, exhale. Release, soften, inhaling, don't lose the posture, squeeze elbows together, exhale. Twice more. One more round. And then you can release and let the arms go. Maybe just give them a little shake. And we'll stretch out the sides of the body. So place the block to the right side. If you didn't have a block, if you weren't using anything, you could just do this with the bottom down on the heels, and then the hand will come to the floor. honestly quite a nice stretch with the block. We're going to raise the left arm here, inhaling, and you're going to come over to the right into the side bend so that those right fingers come down to the block as you exhale. Releasing, coming back upright, neutral, inhale, into the side bend, exhale. And we'll do that once more. And then holding the stretch. Once you've got into your side bend, you can take the gaze down to the block if that's comfortable. Or if not, then just looking wherever else feels best for you. Gently pushing into that left hip so you feel that stretch all down the left side. And you're coming upright again, inhale, and arm releases, exhale. Well done. We'll swap over. Block comes to the left side, right arm raises, breath in. And we come side bend to the left, exhale. Once more, lengthen straight and inhaling. Into the side bend, exhale. One more round. And then you can hold your side stretch when you get there. If it's comfortable, gazing down at the block. Make sure to push those hips gently forwards as well, so the hips aren't just starting to sit back at all. Hopefully that stretch through the hip flexors has helped with that. And you're releasing, exhaling. And just move the block out of the way. We'll do a little twist for the upper body. If you're getting uncomfortable sitting or kneeling like this at all, you can just sit down onto your bottom, sit down onto your heels, or you could sit cross-legged on the floor or on a chair. It's just a nice different way to do things. So we're on the knees. We're going to take the arms out in front here. Take a breath in and out. And then you're going to draw hands together in front of your heart, inhaling, taking a little twist to the right as you exhale. So it's just the upper body that's moved. My hips are still facing towards the front of the mat. Now holding that twist, extend the arms open, inhale, and then holding the twist still, bring the hands back to the heart, exhale. You're going to unravel from the twist, inhale, and take arms out in front, exhale. Good, we'll do that again. Hands together, inhaling, twisting left this time, exhale. Holding twist, arms open, inhaling, and hands back together, exhale. Release center, inhale, and extend arms, exhale. Well done. We'll do another round each side, hands together, inhale, twisting right, exhale. Really hold that there, pushing the hips forward, open the arms, inhaling. Hands together, exhale. Untwist, inhale, extend arms, exhale. Another round, hands together, breath in. Twisting left, exhale. Extending arms, inhaling. Hands together, exhale. Untwist, breath in. And then you can release arms, exhale, just give them a little shake if they need a shake, just release any tension. And then we're going to come to sit on the floor. So you're sitting on your bottom, the legs are stretched out in front of you, but just keep a little bend in them so it's a bit comfortable to sit there. Once more, the arms are out in front here. You're going to take a breath in, and then circle the right arm back behind you so the fingertips come to the floor as you exhale. Holding here, breath in, and then circle those left arms around, around as you exhale. You've only got one, don't you? Hold, breath in, and then we circle right arm back, exhale. Holding for the inhale, nice and slow. Left arm joins the front, exhale. Breath in. That left arm circles back, exhale. Holding, inhale. Right arm joins, exhale. Hold, breath in. Make sure the spine's nice and long, and then we circle that left arm back, exhale. Breathing in. Right arm joins, exhale. Now you can try both arms if it feels okay. If not, then just do one at a time. So you're breathing in here, and see if both arms can comfortably circle back and around. Fingertips to the floor behind you, exhale. Holding here. with those arms back, exhale. Well done. Holding, inhaling. Arm circle, exhale. Pause, breath in. Hand circle to the front again, exhale. Last round here, breath in. Both arms circle, exhale. Now we're going to hold here, and then you're going to settle those hands to the floor, so either the fingers can face out to the sides, or their fingers can face forwards, whatever feels best to you. And then bend the knees, so the feet are flat on the floor. Press into the feet, lifting the chest. Just taking a few breaths here, little stretch through the chest. And then if you want to, you can add in a little work for the lower body and a little extra strength work for the upper body. You're taking a breath in, pressing into the feet and lifting the hips, coming to reverse tabletop, exhale. Holding here for the breath in, and then let the hips drop just to hover as you exhale. So don't let the bottom hit the mat. Pressing up again, inhaling, and let hips lower, exhale. Pressing up, tabletop, inhale. And we're going to hold now a couple of breaths, you guessed it. Pressing into hands, feet, hips lifting. Last breath in, and then you can come all the way to sitting, stretching the legs out as much as feels comfortable. Breath in here, and then creeping forwards on the exhale. Just stretch off that back a moment. And then moving yourself up and then over onto all fours. We'll just do a tiny little bit of alignment here for your downward facing dog. So you're on all fours. You're just gently turning the inside of the elbows to face more towards the front of the mat, so that the arms are turning in. If it feels more comfortable, you can just ever so slightly angle the fingers out to the sides, but don't let them go too far. Now just breathe for a moment, bringing the focus to the shoulders and to the upper back. Make sure those shoulder blades are sitting down on the back and they're not poking up. Now tucking the toes, you're taking your breath in and move very slowly. You're coming into your downward facing dog, keeping the arm and shoulder position, or shoulder blade position. Taking your time. The arms will move a little bit, but try and continue to have that sensation of the nice strong shoulder blades and shoulders. The whole of the shoulder joint, shoulder girdle, nice and strong. Just taking another breath. And then you can start to walk hands and feet together, coming to a forward fold position. Knees can be bent as much as you need. Releasing the head forwards. And then pressing into your feet, starting to roll yourself up here. Take your time, there's no rush. And as you come up, you're going to settle into your Tadasana. So that's where your feet are hip distance, your palms face forwards. Letting eyes close. And once more the awareness comes to the posture. So feeling the feet balanced and stable on the floor. Ankles in line. And then notice that the knees are over the ankles. Hips are over the knees. Shoulders over hips. And again, the head is nice and softly balanced up on top of the spine. If the head or neck just needs a little shake, then do so. Just notice if you have to tuck the pelvis under to Keep the pelvis in neutral. Let the shoulders drop back and down. Try and relax the knee joints. And relax anywhere that you feel any tension. And then allowing the eyes to open, the arms can just relax by the sides, and we do a little roll down just for the upper back, just to mobilize that spine of the upper back. So you're taking a breath in here, and imagine that the whole of the back was against a wall. You bring your chin to your chest, and then gently start to peel the neck and just the upper back away from that imaginary wall. So the minute that the hips start to tilt forward, you've just gone a little bit too far. You still want hips up on top of knees, and we're just rolling through the upper spine. Pausing when you reach your lower range of motion, taking a breath in, and then pressing into your feet and start to stack the spine up on top of the hips again as you exhale. And we'll do that again. You're pausing for a breath in, chin to chest, and roll gently down, just until you start to feel those hips move. Maybe you can get a couple of extra vertebrae down this time, pausing for a breath in, breathing into the lower back, and then slowly rolling, stacking back up, exhale. And we'll just do that one more time. Breath in here, rolling through the upper spine. Take your time, there's no rush. Trying to get those vertebrae moving independently. Pause at the bottom, breath in, and you can roll back up, exhale. Gently letting the shoulders settle down the back again, taking a breath into Tadasana. And then you can bring your hands together in front of your heart, breath in. Bow forwards with a sigh. Namaste. Thank you very much. You're all done. Well done. I hope to see you again soon.